I'd like to thank my group members for their contributions to the project thus far. My name is D.Welch, and I'll be concluding our presentation for this week. As we talked about, there are different types of leaders. Some leaders are born, and others are made through their circumstances. But to be truly effective, they always have three core traits. They are democratic, ethical, and open-minded. To be truly impactful, a leader must have that effective communication skill, active listening skills, and the ability to adapt. You can't go through a project and never change. You have to be willing to listen to the feedback from your groups and your peers. A leader's behavior determines their outcome, and their personalities determine the type of leader that they are. We have all had bosses, but bosses don't necessarily make leaders, and they don't necessarily leaders. This is because not all leadership comes naturally, but it has been proven that it can be learned. We may not all have an opportunity to become a great leader in our lifetime, but we may be presented with opportunities to take on leadership roles. Gandhi was one such man who was faced with that kind of opportunity. His peaceful, nonviolent approach was far from the normal in India at the time, but it inspired change because violence had not worked before. With Gandhi's guidance, he paved a road to a revolution and made way for peace. His impact is still widely acknowledged today, and he is proof that not all leaders lead within the lines. We've had leaders like Joan of Arc, who took on a completely different role, used her position as a general in an army to make a difference to those people. We have Gandhi, who took on a peaceful approach, and his effectiveness is still known today. We all take different approaches with our leadership. We all have different personalities, different life changes, different people that influence us. But what comes down to it is if that person is ethical and truly wants to make changes. Our group's memorable statement is that some leaders are born, others are made through circumstance, but to be a truly successful leader, one must be prepared to take a democratic, ethical, and open-minded approach to the tasks that are at hand. And this concludes our presentation, and we thank you for your time.